Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online. This is Narlo here. Say hello to everyone, Narlo. Good boy. When we last left off, other than our little special that we had this morning, we were here in Galadriel's garden. We had talked to her, we had shown Nona all about the fabulous elven city of Caras Galadhon here. And then we were told that we were needed to see Miss Galadriel. And she had a mission for us, and it was going to be a solo quest, one of those solo instance type things. So why don't we go ahead?
Peer into the mirror.
Book 7, Chapter 2, The Point of Decision. Peer into the mirror, and see if the visions you see are as troubling as those it has given me. So we need to pull up Book 7. Right here, A Fellowship Endangered, and the Epic. Let's go ahead and add that to our tracker. We had a lot of stuff get knocked off the tracker during the festival celebration there, didn't we? So peer into the mirror of Galadriel and experience the point of decision. Let's take a look at her actual bestowal dialogue. I spoke to you once of the danger that awaited our mutual friends on their road, Narlo. Their circumstances are hidden to me, but I have seen enough in my mirror to worry. Those few of the wise who knows of their errand have known a simple truth since they departed. As they move further south, they move closer to a point of decision they can delay, but not avoid. They cannot leave the great river without making the decision. Do they continue south and east to Mordor, or do they pass through the cities of men and thereby take a longer road to the fire? The ring-bearer must go to Mordor, but who would choose to go with him? I fear for the company, Narlo. Peer into my mirror and see if the visions for you are as troubling as they are for Galadriel. So that is what we are going to do. We are going to walk up here. We are going to peer into the mirror of Galadriel. And we are going to take a look at what strange things it will show us. You know, I never noticed that this place was surrounded. The mirror was surrounded by a very rapidly flowing creek here. Very nice, very nice. Of course, it would have been cool if the very cool if the Malorn leaves had floated down the river as well, but minor point. Okay, the point of decision. The time has come for Frodo to make an important decision. So we are going to be playing level 77 Frodo Baggins. 250 slots open, so I think we're okay. So let's go ahead and punch that, and I will see you whenever the experience starts here.
We always knew that the Company of the Ring would face the difficult decision of what road to take. We simply did not know how soon.
All right, instance, the point of decision. Looks like we are right down here, right at the end of the lake. Look at there. There's the statues of Isildur and Anarion. Can't remember what the lake is, but we got the Falls of Rhoros right over yonder. And there are the twin tower. There's the twin seats, Amon Hen and Amon. Oh, I can't remember the other one's name. Amon Hen is the seat of seeing and the seat of hearing over there. I've been here. I have been there. I have indeed. In fact, I think I've actually been down to right here too. Pretty sure I've been down here. This is back when Mindfiend and I, because there's the trail that leads up. Mindfiend and I tried to see how far we could get. When we were on our trip to during the scavenger hunt, we tried to do the full-blown scavenger hunt during the anniversary festival. The scavenger hunt scrolls. We ended up doing the lesser one, but the full-on one was go all the way down here, sit in the seat of Amon Hen, and see what you could see, and that's as far as we got. Everything along here was purple and red. I mean, they were all like one shot, one kill things. But we couldn't go any further because after this it was kill wraiths in the dead marshes, and we wouldn't have been able to do that. So, but I have been here. Narlo has been here. Yay! All right, we have the Fellowship. What's left of it, minus Gandalf in front of us. How many members we got here? Let's see. Pippin, Merry, Sam, Frodo here, of course. You're looking good, Frodo. Looking pretty good there, man. Not too worse for wear. A little bit dirty and grimy. Some fancy duds you got on there. I wonder if these right here are little bits, this little leaf stuff on. This is little bits of his mithril coat hanging down below his wrists there. Very interesting. Very interesting. Yep, look there. You see? Look up right around his neckline. You can see the mithril coat. So I'm sure that's what these little bits hanging down on his hands are. Nice touch there. Nice touch indeed. Always loved the attentions to detail. Oh, and the elven cloak. You can see they're all wearing their elven cloaks, which have been apparently bedazzled. Okay, so we've got Sam and Merrin and Pippin. There's Boromir over there, Gimli, Aragorn, Legolas. Y'all all look like y'all have leveled up a bit since the last time we saw y'all in Rivendell. All of you have gotten a little bit fancier. The little elven brooches holding their cloaks in place. Let's talk to, I suppose, Aragorn here at Parthgalen. Well, Frodo, the choice is upon us at last. In Rivendell, you were appointed the bearer of a great burden, and the company has escorted you through the wilderness, beneath the mountains, and along the great river. All of us have done so in friendship, and with an understanding of the errand's great need. But now the path splits. Boromir has said from the beginning that his road leads to Minas Tirith and the war against the shadow that must surely be coming. But that way is not the way to the fire, and it is to the fire that your burden must be carried. What is the fate of this company? Do we go to Boromir's city, to Minas Tirith, or do we cross the river and make for the land of shadow? Ah, good coffee. Today I'm drinking coffee-flavored coffee. Listen to the company decide. What should we do? Does no one wish to speak? Well, Frodo, you are the bearer, and you must choose your own way. I cannot advise you in this. What is your decision, Frodo? Oh, are we going to get to see the breaking up of the Fellowship? Are we going to get to see Boromir try to take the ring? You need time to decide. Whoops, sorry, Aragorn. You need time to decide. I understand. It is no easy decision. None of these have been easy decisions. If only Gandalf were here. I have tried to play his part as best I can, but I am not he, and the ways of wisdom are shut to me. I am sorry I cannot help you with this decision, Frodo, but it is yours to make, and I do not want to sway your mind one way or the other. So walk northwest to Parthgalen, so you may be alone with your thoughts. You shall have an hour, Frodo, and we will leave you alone to decide. We will stay here, and you may walk as you will, but do not stray out of call. There are orcs about. Indeed, there are. So where is my bed at? I wonder if this is me and Sam over here. Oh, look at the little hobbit boots. Wow. I'm assuming those are hobbit boots, is what it looks like. Eh? That must be Gimli's. That's kind of in between. Aragorn, or maybe this is Legolas in this. No, those are two hobbit-sized beds as well. Interesting. Alrighty, so we need to travel northwest, which is going to be this way, I suppose. Walk northwest of Parthgalen, so you may be alone with your thoughts. Are we going to travel all the way up the road to the... travel all the way? Thoughts of Elrond rise unbidden in your mind. Ah, thoughts of Elrond. Nice. The ring you bear is the one, the ruling ring sought by Sauron above all else. The evil he could work with it would be uncurable. It must be destroyed. So consider the thoughts of Elrond. There are those who would use the ring and not destroy it. The temptation to use the ring, even for good, is overwhelming. That is its power and its danger. The road to the fire is dangerous, but is the only choice we can risk. Walk further west so you may be alone in your thoughts. Alright, so I'm assuming go up this way, perhaps. That's an interesting thought of Elrond we had there. I wonder which one we're going to be thinking of next. Thoughts of Galadriel rise unbidden in your mind. See? It's amazing how advanced the hobbits were. They had VR helmets, because this is pretty much what it's like being around someone in a VR helmet. They had VR helmets long ago. It's a shame that technology was lost until just recently. Thoughts of Galadriel. Some rings there are that Sauron never touched, and they were not used for evil. They were used for growth and prosperity, and much beauty was wrought with these. The 3 elven rings belong to this worthwhile group. You remember the look of sadness on Galadriel's beautiful face when she spoke of this in Lothlorien. If you fail in your quest, Frodo Baggins, the workings of the 3 will be laid bare before Sauron, and he will control all. But if you should succeed, even then there will be little happiness for elves. We will diminish, and all that is wrought with the 3 shall fade. No choice is free from sadness for my people, Frodo. But Galadriel of Lorien would have happen what should happen. Even should it mean all her good works in this Middle-earth disappear and are forgotten. Barefoot hippie. Goodbye, Frodo. Alright, climb the stairs to the southeast so you may be alone in your thoughts. Is this where we meet Boromir? Not seeing the campground down there anymore. Let's see if we can see it from up here. Nope, it's right over in that area just across the little creek and well hidden behind the tree there. There it is. Now if this was GTA and I could pull up my sniper rifle, I could look down there and see who was still sitting there, but afraid that's not an option in this game. We have VR helmets, but we don't have sniper rifles, unfortunately. Unless, of course, you're a member of the Galadrim with your elven eyes. Thoughts of Gandalf. Few knew the inner strength of hobbits as I do, Frodo Baggins. Many, even among the wise, would think this task too much for you. But I have seen the bravery of a Baggins when put to the test, and I know you will do what you must. The memory of Gandalf's warm smile fills you with a deep regret. Yes, there is sadness on any difficult road. You must prepare for more if you are to face what is to be ahead. Your friends are dear to you, but you must be prepared for this truth, Frodo Baggins. Some of them may not return from this quest. If that is why you delay, the quest is already lost. You must decide, Frodo. Thoughts of Bilbo rise unbidden in your mind. There's thoughts of Bilbo. Is he further? Yep, there he is, at the top of the stairs. Oh, Frodo, my lad, what have we gotten ourselves into? Trouble and bother. Your memory of the old hobbit makes you smile in spite of yourself, and you realize how badly you miss him. Something has to be done, Frodo. All these important people with their endless meetings and councils, weighing important matters, when all it needs is the application of some good hobbit sense. You at least need to go to Mordor, Frodo. Isn't that so? As long as you have the ring, it is your burden to bear, as it was mine. Merry and Pippin and Sam, they would be fine. The others would watch out for them. If you bear the ring away, as it is your task to do, our friends will be in less danger. It will not be easy, Frodo, my boy, but it would be for the best. As long as our friends accompany you, their lives are in danger. You don't want that. Best to go alone to Mordor. Aragorn and Boromir are strong men, and they will take care of our friends. Gimli and Legolas will watch out for them as well. Sam will not understand, but in time he may forgive you. What did Elrond say in Rivendell? That it was perilous to study the arts of the enemy as Saruman did. That must be because they can corrupt even the purest of the hearts, no matter its intention at the outset. Bum, bum, bum. Someone approaches. You feel a presence behind you. Uh-oh. Talk to Boromir on Amon Hen. Frodo, there you are. I was worried about you. Always been suspicious of you, Boromir, lurking behind doors and all that. With your Colin Farrell face. Always been suspicious of you there. I know you said you wanted to be alone, Frodo, but you are simply too important to go wandering alone. If Aragorn is correct in his guess, it means the orcs have already crossed the river. They could be in the woods even now. Very true. May I stay and speak now that I've found you? Back at camp, everything is endless arguments about where we should go. But you and I could decide much easier. With two, it need not be a tumult of voices. Yes, you had the wisdom in it. I am glad, Frodo. I had feared you would not wish to speak to me, but it lightens my heart to know you respect the wisdom of Gondor. For Gondor is where the greatest strength of men can be found, and it is where the Dark Lord's gaze is most drawn. If you were to come to Minas Tirith with me, we could protect Gondor. What do you say, Frodo? No? Why do you resist the course of wisdom? These elves and wizards speak only of hiding and sneaking, and they would have us destroy the very thing we need to defeat Sauron. Why do you listen to them and not to me? It is my people who will pay the price for failure of this foolhardy errand. My people will pay, not yours, hiding far away in some hidden dell where the enemy will never find them, if he even thinks to look. But he looks at Gondor. Yes, he does, and he will kill its people, and they will look to me and ask why I was not able to protect them, and I will say I had the chance, and I let it slip away. I know it is a heavy burden for you, Frodo. You are so small and weak, What if the ring had come to a man, a strong man of Gondor? Perhaps you could lend me the ring. Let me use it to save my people, and then I will give it back. How can you say that? You have the very thing we need to defeat the Dark Lord, but you refuse to use it. You run knowingly to your death, and you bring with you the only hope we ever had of surviving this war. The ring should be mine. Give it to me. Give it to me, you foolish halfling. You have no right to it. If you will not give it to me, I will take it. I will take it by force. A madness has taken Boromir. The ring is mine. Give it to me. All right. Amin Hinway, quickly. The ring is mine. Give it to me. Oops. Not gonna let me go to Amin Hin, huh? Uh-oh. Well, let's see what we can do here. Put on the ring. There we go. In desperation, you slip the ring on your finger. What? Where did you go, cursed halfling? Escape from Boromir, Frodo. Run up the steps. Thoughts of Bilbo. Run, Frodo, up the steps. So what was our thing down here? Frodo is the ring bearer. In times of utmost need, he can put on the one ring and vanish from sight. Wow, we've never wore the ring before. Interesting effect. Thoughts of Elrond. Boromir may not be able to see you, Frodo, but other things might. Thoughts of Galadriel. Frodo, you do not know your danger. And it was a very dangerous path for us up this way as well. Are we going the correct way? Sauron can sense the presence of the ring. You have stumbled blindly to the summit of Aman Hin. He searches for you. Your heart is gripped with a sudden feeling of terror. You sense a malevolent presence, searching. Sauron senses the ring. Take it off.
Fool! Take it off! Take off the ring!
You manage to remove the ring. Now you know what you must do. The terror of your recent experience is still with you, but you conjure the kindly face of Gandalf from your memories to try and fight back the dread. You can almost hear his voice as clearly as when he spoke to you thusly in the library at Rivendell. There are a great many dangers facing Middle-earth, Frodo, and your ring is responsible, even indirectly, for all of them. The orcs of the Misty Mountains stir, and Lorien is threatened with fire. The horsemen of Rohan fight back the wolves of Isengard. Corsairs put to sea from Harad, and endless armies march from the east. The Mountain of Fire is aflame, and the Dark Lord's forces are in motion. There are men who stand against them, men like Boromir, son of the Steward of Gondor and your companion. He and the men like him will fight for as long as they are able. But when all is finished, it seems to me they will be simply men, and for how long can men stand against such evil? No, Frodo, I fear that when all is reckoned, it will come down to one hobbit after all, and the strength he himself can bring to bear. Perhaps that is always the way it was meant to be. You know what to do, Frodo. Completed instance. Point of decision. Alright, so we about to get knocked out? Yep. Taking it back out to, I imagine, Galadriel again. I was figuring we were going to see the breaking of the Fellowship. I did not know whether or not we were going to see the death of Boromir. Apparently that's going to happen either in a future time or off stage. Back to Galadriel's garden. Talk to Galadriel in her garden.
This is one possibility among many. It is a troubling one, to be certain.
You tell Galadriel what you saw within her mirror, and a look of sadness crosses her face. The mirror shows many things, Narlo, and not all of them come to pass. But this is one possibility among many, and it is a troubling one to be certain. They may have need of your help. I want you to travel south along the river Anduin, Narlo, and to see what has befallen our mutual friends. None of the visions I have seen in the waters give me any hope that they have avoided the dangers into which they walk. If you can aid them in even the smallest way, it may be enough. Nona should go with you if she still desires to do so. I have known her for such a short time, but I do not think she wishes for anything but to adventure with you. Let her be an aid to you in a dangerous road. Completed Book 7, Chapter 2, The Point of Decision. All right. Let's go into Chapter 3.
You will need a guide to bring you to the Falls of Rauros.
Yep. Chapter 3, The River Walker. You will need a guide to bring you to the Falls of Rauros, but few of my people ever travel that far. No, do not shake your head in frustration. There is a guide who will suffice. His name is Corodan, and he is the elder brother of Sigalith. Galadriel smiles sadly. Yes, I see you remember our fierce champion. Without her twin knives and the skill with which she wielded them, the efforts of the Golden Host might have come to naught. Her death in the Battle of the Tower is cause for grief in all who knew her. You will find her brother is cut from similar cloth, but if Corodan shares her ability, he does not share her temperament. Find him on Telain Nedul, on the eastern side of Caras-Galadhon, and tell him you need him as a guide along the Anduin. He is not called River Walker for naught. He is more familiar with the lands through which the Anduin flows than any elf in Lothlorien. So we will accept Chapter 3, The River Walker. All right, folks, there we go. Next time, we will travel around through part of Caras-Galadhon here, and we will be looking for the River Walker at the advice of Galadriel, so that we can travel further down the stream and get to the Falls of Rauros and see if we can find out what has actually befallen the company down there. So we will see you next time. Thanks for coming along. Hope you've enjoyed it, and we will see you then. Bye-bye.